Hey gang. So what we're doing, we're just playing with some bloods tonight. Nothing major. We did. Um, so we bloodied up some of our demon wings. You can see them. And I'm just trying the blood on different colors, different textures, different things, just to see what it will and what it won't do. So it's kind of what we're doing. We just throwed some blood on this. I don't like it, but you know, trying something different. Still wet, of course. I just threw it on there. But so that's the name of the game when you do all this stuff. Is you might be okay and it might not. So it's kind of one of them things. This is like one of our butcher blocks we did of our hog head. So this is dry. I just got gloves on because I was messing with the other thing. So there's that. The other side of the head. So we're doing another one. Waiting on the blocks to dry. Because I built my own butcher blocks. So we did this in a little lighter in collar. Hey, what's up, John? So we did this in lighter and collar. So once we get it on the block, we will get it bloodied up and all that goody stuff. And let's see what else. Oh, I made some cobwebs and candlestick stuff today. Let me find them here. I got stuff everywhere. So here's a raccoon hide I bought at a antique store. I bought 2 or 3 of these things, and it's like, hey, let me put my blood on the back of it, see what it does. So we got a bloody raccoon hide, I guess. I don't know for what reason I did it for, but I did it, and there it is. And we made some scalps. So cobwebs and candlesticks is one that makes these all the time. So I figured I'd make me a couple and use my bloods on them to see what they look like. Because I still gotta distress the hair a little bit. I got a couple, one drying there and I got one drying over there, so got those going on. Put these back. Yeah, I don't know if y'all seen our predator trophy with hair on it. I might put some blood down that too as well while I got it up here. Might as well. No, so the hides are antique. They were actually this was the fresh one, so they just been recently tanned, but they don't have arsenic in them. Oh, they might. I don't know, but I don't think so. I think they're the. It's got the. So this one was still kind of wet when I got it, so it was what do they call it, liquid tan. I think it's called a liquid tan or something like that to use on hide. I can't remember. It's been so many years since I did any taxidermy. I can't remember what it is anymore. But it's a soft tan. It's a liquid, and once you get all your fats and degreased and stuff off there, you put it on your hide and it's real sticky and soaks into your hide and tans it. But that's kind of what they feel like. And oh, let me show you my fishy. Let me find my drill. Let me take it off the thing so I can show you. Afraid to move my phone because the service really sucks over here, but this is the fish I did today. I put some guts hanging out of its middle of it. So this is an old mount. As you can see, the collar's off. The mouth is done wrong. They got it too wide. You know, a natural bass isn't that wide. You know, and it's like when you pick it up, that's how they mounted it. And that's not how you mount a real bass. But you don't put guts in a real bass either. But anyway. So anyway, the collar's all, you know, all nasty, and I just cleaned it off and I give it a good clear coat and tore out the midsection. We put guts in it. So now we got a bass, and my deer's up there. So my deer, we put a half a skull. I'll show you the skull I did. The deer, I'm not going to take off the thing. So what I did was I took a deer skull and I cut it in half. I might have to find another one because this one don't have but like 2 teeth in the back. That sucks. Huh. Anyway, that's kind of what I got going there. You take a old deer skull and you break it down, cut it down, or whatever it is you need to do to get it into your mannequin. Just because, you know, if it's a buck, you're going to have the block of wood inside the head and your horn screwed to that. So to keep that in mind if you do something like that. Let's see if this will come on here and I'll show you. I'm sure you guys haven't seen it. But, oh yeah, it comes off there. Okay, cool. Easy enough. So here's the buck we did. So that's that skull I was telling you. We cut the skull in half and cut this deer section out. It's not quite in half, but it's pretty close. Well, it's not really close. It's kind of just off to the side a little bit. And that's what we got. They put some latex hanging out. So it looks like some guts or something hanging off of it. I still got to touch it up with some more blood and whatnot, but this is a cool little project. My other fish I did, I actually cut this midsection out of it and repainted that whole thing. Cartoon character, and put ribs, like big old ribs coming out of it, and we sold that at MX or Fear Expo. And we're also making these things too. So the spikes are made by Cobwebs. He sent me some of them. I done broke a couple because this stuff is hard and you can't really pound it, so you got to drill a little hole first, then pound your spike, or this thing will shatter. Anyway, this is kind of, and that's dry. So, oh, what's up, brother Cobweb? I was just talking about you. But yeah, that's our blood. It's our monster blood. So we got a couple of these going on. I got a couple of them done, and I got to finish the other ones up. It's all dry. So, nice and shiny. So I think most of everything I've showed you, I've done on YouTube, how to, other than I think the deer skull and stuff. I just kind of told you how to do that. Oh, hey, Chinatown. Yeah, man, I try to teach you. It's been a little slow this year as far as me doing any kind of videos and editing and stuff like that because I've just been so busy making stuff, and this blood has taken me 2 years to develop. So this is my new permanent monster blood. So, but we finally got to a point where I like it. And so we've been bottling it up, and we've sold a good bit of that in the last couple of months. So that's pretty cool. I like that. And we're looking forward to, um, we're going to, what's it called, Keith? We're going to, in Florida, Daytona, at the Fear Expo thing down there. I can't remember what they call it. And then we'll come back from that, then we'll do Trans World. Then I think we're doing, I don't know what else. I don't know how that goes in place. So I'm gonna try to do MHC, Trans World, the Daytona one, and the Kentucky, Fear Expo in Kentucky. So I think that'll be cool. I'm gonna try. I'm not saying I'm gonna succeed, but I'm gonna try. But I think I showed this in the beginning. I don't remember if I did or not, but this is my hog head. It's on a butcher's block. I make the butcher's block out of 2x3s. And this is chunk blood. This is all dry. So y'all can see that. Oh. Anyway, got that going on. So that's what I'm doing is I'm building another one, another pig. Got that one. So I got this one ready to put on the block. Then once we get on the block, we'll finish blooding this one up. Then I got one sitting over in a mold. And the reason why I have a half a pig, I'll show you why. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So this is the other half of the mold. And it broke off. See how thin it was right there? That's pretty thin. I tripped over it. It just raised it up a little bit. So anyway, that's why we only have half a pig. When you mess up something, you gotta utilize it some other way. So just because you break something, don't throw it away. You can use part of it or something maybe. But the good thing is I have the master pig, which is a real one, in my freezer at home. So we can make another one. And I'll show you the full pig. You can sit here. So this is the full boar's head, and I'll make another one. Had to mold another one. So I got two of these. Got another one somewhere. I got stuff everywhere. As you can see my table, all the way down. What a mess. So I got 70 foot of table, and it's all a freaking pigsty. I'll show you anyway, just so you know. It's not all cookies and creams in here. So it's a nightmare. Yes, I used real head for the mold. So I don't do any hunting. So a friend of mine went hog hunting, and the person they went with had got him a hog, and she asked for the head. They're like, "Yeah, I'll take it." So I got the head. They gave it to me, and I was like, "It's been in the freezer for I don't know 6, 8 months." I brought it over and molded it. So that's how we ended up with the pig's head. It's a wild boar. So it's a process in doing that. I didn't post those videos or anything. But so a wild boar has, long, whispery hair on it. And I took my torches and burned all the hair off of the pig's head and cleaned all that mess up. Everybody says, man, it's got to stink real bad. It wasn't that bad. And once I got all the hair burned off and cleaned up, I took it in my mold room, and we molded that sucker. So that's what I'm gonna, so where I live kind of back in the sticks a little bit, and there's always some roadkill or something back in there. And I'm gonna take, it is the season where it's starting to get cold, and deers are gonna start running and stuff like that. I'm gonna find some pieces and parts of old deer or squirrel or something and mold that. I know that sounds gross. It probably is gross. Oh man. Oh, if I didn't where it was. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, bloody werewolf head. That'd be cool. Nah, I don't know where Julie is tonight. She comes over every now and then and works, but I ain't seen her for a few days. Legs on that butcher's block table. Some legs? You don't put legs on a butcher block. Hey, Graham. Hey, Horror Beauty. Hey, Tommy Rotten. What's up, brother? Hey, Graham. Man, I missed all your all's comments. Shoot, sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't mean to miss all your comments there. I'm blind as a bat, so I can't see out this eye or this one, so bear with me. But anyway, what I was doing was trying out some of this perma-blood mixture I make, my permanent mustard blood that I make with crap in it, and I don't like it. It looks like, I don't know, something, I don't know, I don't like it. It might be because it's on a black skull, but I did the black skull intentionally because I wanted to kind of see how things show up on dark backgrounds and stuff. Oh, let me show you my pumpkin pulp if you guys haven't seen that. Give me 1 second, be right back. Sorry guys, I had to go back in the office. So this is a Toxic FX pumpkin. It's been on my desk for, I don't know, a couple of years. And I was like, man, put that, my permapulp on there. So it looks pretty cool. I wish I had a couple more of these pumpkins. Would put my toxic waste on there. That's pretty cool too. Let me show you that too. If I can find it, I know it's here somewhere. I know it is, because I just did it. I know it is. All right, I'm back again. So here's the green, my toxic waste. That is black light reactive, and I did put pumpkin seeds in there. So I did this for a reason. So Blake said he wanted to buy some of the orange pumpkin pulp for some of his pumpkins, and I'm like, toxic waste would look really good on that, the green would look really good on that orange. So I showed him that. Maybe he'd buy something from me. That's how you do it. So Blake, if you watch this video, you need to buy some toxic waste pumpkin guts. Oh, sorry. And I was experimenting with the black. I don't know how well you can see that, but and if you want to know if it's how hard it is to get off something, there you go. And that's not going to come off easy. So you can pull it off, but it's not going to come off easy, just so you know. Although it's permanent, you can make it unpermanent. So this is my blood on, man, this light sucks in here. So this is my blood on these predator skulls as well, predator trophies. As you can see. Ouch, how well you can see it. Let's do something different. Let's do an old man. But I think the next one I'll probably do, as far as the hair goes, where I can get to see him out of here a little bit, is I'm afraid to do anything, just because you got blood everywhere once you start messing with these. But let's put some blood on this thing. But I was going to say I was going to put some latex on this first to cover this up. Then once it dries, blood over that. But I'm probably going to have to end up, if I use this, cut that section out, get all this glued down, and not glue that section down, and cut it out. But I don't know, just playing around with stuff. So we're just gonna blood on this thing here. I'll try to get some on this hairline first, so I can see if I can blend it in with this stuff a little bit. It's kind of weird having a bloody predator trophy and clean hair. It just don't make sense. Of course, not too much Halloween prop stuff makes sense. So we'll do like we did our scalps from cobwebs. We'll just put some blood down it. A few little strands down the hair. That might not be too bad. Don't look so pretty now. You can see it The light sucks. All right, we'll put that to the side and let it dry. Let's see. Hey Ryan, what's up, buddy? Green goo on the white pumpkins. I think it would look pretty good. That green, that really surprised me how nice how nice that stuff really looked once I got it done. I got it on a barrel over there as well, because that's the first thing I did on was a barrel, just playing with it and stuff, the green stuff. Then I put some on that foam board. But yeah, I love this. I love the green. Hey Steve, what's up, buddy? Nice man, I appreciate it, Steve. Watermelon. There's watermelon seeds in it, probably. We had no snow. It was cold there for a few days. Then it got warm back up. It's supposed to be, I think it was like 80 something yesterday. It was in the 80s today, but it's starting to get chilly now. Uh, I might have to put my coat back on here in a bit. I don't know what else to show you guys. I don't know. Did I show you my fish? I can't remember what I showed you when I did. I think I did, but guess what? I'll show you my fishy again. So there's my, I wouldn't say it's a zombie fish. I'm just saying it's probably chewed up. And I've noticed, like on camera and the actual color of my blood, it's so light on camera for some reason. I don't know why. This is an old fish mound I found in an abandoned house. I found two of them, and that's what we did. The first one already sold. This one we just did tonight. And if I get any more, I'll make some more. If you guys want to do something like this yourself, go to an old antique store. I have found antique stores probably your best place to find used or old mounts and stuff like that. That's where I got um, my coon hides and stuff like that. Now the deer heads got those from somebody for 40 bucks for two of them, so that's not bad. Just people getting rid of them, and I'll take them. But I'm seeing them in antique stores. You can get them for around 80 to 120 bucks a piece. And you take and get you a skull. You can probably get a skull from just about anybody. Cut that sucker in half, and you can make those. And the name of the game is, if you're going to do stuff like this, do it as cheap as possible, so you could have make a dollar or two off of it. Time you got your time and whatnot in it. But that's the fish. Yeah, I don't really do flea markets anymore. I haven't been to a flea market in forever. But yeah, that would probably be a decent place to see some of that stuff. But the antique stores, I've been to a few of those. Now, not all of them have them, of course, but I've been to a few of them, and you just gotta, if you got a bunch of flea markets in your area, you know, pick and choose, before you buy something like that, you know, go to the next one and see what kind of prices on their stuffed animals are, because this one guy was going to sell me a big old freaking elk's head for like $300, which I almost bought, but I was like, man, that thing's just too big. If I maybe get a bear, or I don't know what I would do with a bear. I mean, I bought a small deer. I bought some coon hides. I got a little mouse in here, and I'll show you what he's after. Oh, there he is. Wait, because I want to smash his butt. But I got a bag of pumpkin seeds sitting there on my table. I had it, bought a couple little bags of pumpkin seeds, and I come in the next day and he done ate them all. They were like $5 for a freaking ounce of pumpkin seeds. There he is. He's gonna chew a hole in my bag. Here, hold on, buddy. Let me move this out of the way so I can smack you really good when you come by. He's only about 3 inches long, but he's not he's not very scared. I mean, he's from here to, let me show you over there. Maybe you can see me running around there. So let me move this out of the way too. And you can see me play with the mousey. He comes back. But that's a bag of pumpkin seeds that I use. He's been running back and forth trying to get one. I usually throw him out a couple, but he's starting to chew a hole in my bag. Okay, I think he went to the other side. Okay. Never mind, that was pretty boring. If he comes back, I'll turn you around and show you. And I know I showed you my little demon wings. I'm just bloodied up. I got a couple of these. Can't see them hardly, but anyway, there they are. There, we put blood on the tips of those. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to have, there he comes back. I see him out of my left eyeball. There he goes. He just took off running again. I'll stand over here and talk to you a little bit until he comes up. Oh my goodness, I can't see the name. Hey, Elf. I can't read your name. E-L. Anyway, hey, El. How you doing? Let's make it simple. Hey, Brother Ray, what's up, buddy? Let's see. Hey, I can catch that mouse and mold it, couldn't I? He's about that long. But anyway, so what I'm going to do with the demon wings is I'm going to make a couple skeletons standing in front of my facade with meat cleavers, like they've been chopping meats or flesh or whatever it is. I don't know where he's going, but he ain't come back yet. Oh, dirty dog. Okay, I guess he ain't come. Anyway, so what I do is I use a certain kind of skeleton. I don't use the plastic skellies anymore. Very rarely do I ever use those anymore. I have upgraded to it's like a medical grade plastic, as they call it, PVC. So this is an old skull. I've just thrown it to the side because I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with it yet. The skull's pretty heavy. So, but so they'll have stands. I'll make weld up some stands for them and put those up in some kind of a position with their meat cleavers hanging up in the air like they're getting ready to chop something. So I'm trying to keep everything um, bloody or props I can make that's going to be bloody just because that's my main focus is the blood, and I want to try to show people everything that's on that I made or whatever and whatnot like that. Then I'm thinking the next facade I do, or maybe the next show I will gear towards the clowns because I got the collars. I can make any collar you want as far as the liquid mixtures like that. I can make any color this you want. I can also make it chunky or whatever. So I thought about, just doing clowns and for a facade and doing blood for one facade. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. It's just a lot of work. So this stuff here it takes a little bit to dry. It doesn't. It'll dry overnight. It's not going to stay wet for a week or anything like that. It'll dry fairly quick. But you can play with that stuff and move it around. This is a soft foam field skull. Soft foam. I don't know what else to show you guys. Oh, so if y'all haven't watched Cobwebs and Candlesticks, which I'm sure most of you have, he makes these scalps. And so we put it on a brick and put it on an old brick I found, and I lay latex on the whole thing. Then I laid 4 coats of latex, and on my 5th, I start laying my hair in about an inch up, lay a hair, inch up, lay a hair. I do that about 4 or 5 times. I think about 5 times I do it. And that leaves me this spot here for the scalp. You don't have to leave it that long. You can make it shorter if you want. And then you just brush your last coat on, your 5th coat all the way down. And I put my blood on it before I take it off. Let all that dry, take it off, I take it over and set it on its back, and I will blood the other side. So that's kind of how he told me to do it. So if it's wrong, it's all on him. Yeah, Ray, I haven't did a library very often. I've been pretty busy. Um, oh, Steve got a bear head? Oh, that is too freaking cool. Tanda man. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, some garage sales or estate sales. That might be a good one. Uh, 5 nights at Freddy's and out. But yeah, Ray, I haven't done too many. Most of my stuff's been shorts now. Is it takes a lot of time to position the phone or the GoPro, keep that sucker charged, and try to explain to you step by step what I'm doing on some of this stuff, and it's a pain. Then once you get it home, you got to edit all the bull crap out of it. And the last one I think I did, I was up all freaking night trying to edit. And I was like, man, time you come in here and you work all day, then you go home and you edit all night, it just makes it a long day. I was like, let's do some shorts. So that's what we did. We've been doing shorts. Shorts is the little short videos you see on the YouTubes. I think I heard him. I don't know where he went. But yeah, I was showing, these skulls, the spike in it, the cobwebs and candlesticks sent me these. Put them in the skull, put my blood around them. Just dry. Decent stuff. Then we got this scalp here. I just got finished with it a little bit ago, and it's still drying on this side. We'll have to hit this side now once it gets done, cause it went completely dry. Oh, that's good. Anyway, that's good. So there's another one of our scalps. So I'm just making scalps. I'll probably end up putting in the butcher shack, just so people can see, kind of what my blood looks like on just different stuff. There's Zoe. Come here. Come here. Zoe wants to see you, I'm sure. So we had pretty good time up in Missouri. Went up to David Quinn and Jeffrey Quinn's haunt and helped them out. So up there for about a week and a half. And this girl stayed right with me. She played her part in the butcher shack up there, didn't you? She's a good girl. She's a good sport. Not your proudest fat? Not sure what you mean, Lewis. What did I miss? Let's see. I must have missed something, Lewis. Explain. Yeah, it's been a lot of hard work for sure. I mean, even though you might not see us on the circuit very much, but me and Keith, especially me and Keith, Dave has been going through that storm down there, so he's having issues with, getting his house fixed and the yard and the fence fixed and stuff like that. So he's been fairly busy with that kind of stuff. But then back issues, oh my goodness, back issues suck. So I got down in my back where I couldn't hardly freaking walk, and I had to go get an injection in my spine. So I got the injection in my spine, and that helped a little bit. Then I went back and gave me a shot. So it wasn't an injection in the spine like the first one, but it was I guess a steroid shot or something in the side of my spine, going down my spine. So they did that. So the pain has subsided a great deal, but it's still there. And now Keith is all messed up. So, we're getting old. We're old. Hey, Nate. Yeah, Darkest Night. If you go to monsterxmisfits.com, you'll see it on there. I don't think I don't have the pumpkin pulp on there yet. I don't have any of oh, I think I do. Yeah, I do. I'm sorry, I do. It's been a long day. I do have the pumpkin pulp on there, but I don't have the green up there, the toxic waste yet. So I don't have this up yet. So that's a toxic waste with the pumpkin seeds in it, or I can do it without the pumpkin seeds, or I can do it without the chunky stuff, or, we can just do it straight up collar. But if you have a question with something on the website, just reach out to me, Vic Springston on Facebook. I'm fairly easy to find. and just ask me a question. Hey man, what you got? And can you do this and can you do that? But I can make just about any color you want, and I can make it chunky or really really chunky. So I make a couple different kinds of chunks. So this chunk I put on this here is just the color, and so it's got cotton. So it's got cotton in this. Or I can make, if you want chunks, I can give you the cotton and the chunks that goes into it with it. Gave away one of my secrets. It's cotton in there. But yeah, it's pretty fun stuff. But yeah, just go to monsterxmisfits.com and you'll find the website there. And if there's something that you've seen here that's not on there, like the deer is not on there, the fish is not on there, the skulls ain't on there, I don't think, the scalps ain't on there. Um, I don't know. There's a few things that's not on there. I just haven't had time to figure out what the shipping is on because shipping kills us. But I haven't figured out shipping on a lot of stuff, and it's crazy. So 5 gallon of blood is around $77 to ship. And if it's going to California, you're looking at a hundred to $130 just to go to California, which is insane for a 5 gallon. And this is something weird I did not know. So I was just going to ship the 5 gallon bucket. Hey, it's a bucket. You know, it'd be easy to pick up, pack. But they said it would be cheaper if I put it in a box. I'm like, okay, let's put it in a box. And they charged me $10 for a box, so it wasn't any cheaper. It's still the same price. In a box, out of a box. It's just all around expensive as snot. So I have the gallon and the 5 gallons up there on the website. So there's the 8 ounce I sell. It's a pretty nice sized bottle. I don't I don't sell anything any less than that. I think it's not worth paying for the bottles and shipping like a 2 ounce bottle or a 4 ounce bottle. Then you get it and you're like, crap, this wasn't enough to do anything. So I just don't think buying a 4 ounce or a 2 ounce bottle is worth it. So I got 8, and we just put in 16. So we just did these. I'm not even sure they're on the website yet. 16s, 32s, and the gallon jug, and 5 gallons is done. I'm not packing that up here, but yeah, as far as the permanent monster blood, that's what we got so far. And if you don't see the 16 and the 32 ounce on there, and that's what you need, just reach out to me and I'll hook you up with some of that. But yeah, good stuff. I live in Stream. Okay. Am I gay? Or are you gay? Cause I am and it's single. Well, congratulations. I'm sure that was a feat in itself. Yeah, I swear to God, you can't go on nothing anymore without some kind of a spammer or some shit. All right. Well, I hope it helps, Ronald. Real door. Sorry, I thought it said wrong. It said my eyes are bad. Oh yeah, darkest night. Yeah, anytime. Um, yeah, you could. I mean, there's different ways to make bloods and stuff. it's all in, what you're really looking for. I can show you this. This is a different kind of, this was my first blood that I came out with. So I still got it like maybe a gallon or two of this left. Now this is my first blood I came out with. It's really good stuff. The only thing is it's not very thick. It's, it's kind of thin versus the new stuff I've made. It's thick. You can't hear it slopping around. So that's the difference between the old and the new blood, and it is a different material that the dye's mixed with. So, but it's good stuff. And what I love about the old stuff is, it smells so good. I don't know why. It's got a great smell to it. I don't know. It's good stuff. So if you like the thin stuff, I got some thin stuff too. I just don't. I don't really sell it unless somebody calls and says, "Hey man, do you have any thinner stuff?" Then I can hook you up. So that stuff to make this stuff is expensive. It's not a cheap project to get into, that's for sure. So if you guys ever go into making your own bloods and stuff, just remember, if you're trying to make it a certain way, which try to be a little picky about what I'm doing, it can get it very expensive. Yeah, I mean it's a good blood. It's a real good blood. Um, I have a 5-gallon bucket here. I haven't looked at it in a while. Let's look at it. This is all my screw ups. So this is 2 years worth of screw ups, and this bucket is about $4,000 worth of screw ups in it. And I haven't looked at it in a while, so let's look at it. See what it looks like. I'm curious now. Sometimes you just want to look back and see all the crap you did before you found a good way to make your bloods. If I can get the top open, that is. Because I really want to see what it looks like. So this stuff in here is just a mixture of all kind of different stuff I tried over the years, and that didn't work out. So, whoopsie daisy. And I'll show you that because it's pretty cool. So, this bucket is probably about just a little bit over just a little bit over a half full. And that's about $4,000. And the reason why it's $4,000 is because sometimes I buy material and it comes in gallon. It comes in a quart. It comes in whatever. So you had to spend sometimes a lot of money on just trying something, which really sucked. And you only use a little bit of it. And then you toss the rest of it. So this little bucket here is probably about $4,000. And it's half full. And that's what it looks like. There's a lot of liquid at the top of it there. Let's see if I can mix it up. I mean, it looks cool. It just ain't no good for nothing. Oh yeah, ain't that nasty. Let me get a glove and pull that out of there. I'm curious. I'm so curious now. So yeah, it's about $4,000 in 2 freaking years. Oh yeah. I mean, it kind of looks cool. It's nice and chunky. You can see that. Yeah. I don't know if it'd ever dry or not, but if it did dry, I wouldn't know what it would look like. But so eventually I will throw this away, maybe. But then again, I will have to leave that lid off of there and let it dry up before I throw it away, because you can't throw nothing away that's liquid like that in the garbage. But yeah, that's 2 years of my life right here. There's a lot of heartaches in this bucket. I don't know, it kind of looks cool. Whew, it don't smell the best though. That's probably got all kind of different kind of chemicals and different stuff and dyes. So I mean, when you start making bloods or whatever it is you're making, I just don't try one thing. I try several different things. And actually, I got a thing coming in the mail to put into this new blood to see its reaction. So, this stuff already costs a fortune to make, but I bought another piece of material, which is expensive as hell, and I'm going to add it to a little bit of this, and then I'll put it on some different props and stuff like that. It's not going to, shouldn't change the color. So the biggest problem I had with making this blood is anything you mixed with it, the materials, and once everything dried, is keeping it shiny. How do you keep it shiny? And that was the hardest part. Was I can get the dry real good on some things, but it would never be shiny. For instance, like I'm always practicing with different stuff. So this is just me playing around with some different material. And as you can see, of course, this part down here is kind of dry, but it's a thicker spot versus this. And it's like it's a matte, I guess. It's not real shiny. So that's what I mean. Whenever you play with something, keep playing with it until you get it. Don't be satisfied until you get what you're getting, or get what you're wanting to get. So that's the beauty of it. So here's how this all came about without me giving away all of my secrets on this. So the material, the base in this is about 65 bucks per gallon. So it's not cheap stuff. So I had about $100 in my pocket. I'm like, let me try it. It's like, nah, I don't have the money. I said, let me try it. So I eventually ended up talking myself into getting it. So I got it, brought it to the shop, and noticed it was real nice and thick. I was like, thank God. At least I found something that was kind of thick. And I started mixing my mix up in it, and I was like, oh man, this just looks beautiful. It mixes beautifully. And I've thrown it on a couple things. I usually practice on a lot of these. Whenever I start mixing stuff, I will practice on like white plates or something like that. White background on stuff is pretty good. So I mixed it, put it on here, and then I walked away from it. I was like, I was already going to know I was going to have to throw it in a $4,000 bucket. So, and I came back, I was like, oh crap, that's shiny. And I kept messing with it. I was like, holy crap, it's dry. And I said, it bends. I said, man, that's cool. So I started mixing up some more stuff and putting on this and that. And that's how I ended up doing it. So don't ever give up trying to make something. Don't. Now, I'm not saying down to your last $100 and going spending over half that on something, but sometimes you gotta take that chance and finding your right thing. So could have been sniffing it. All right, let me get back here. I live in stream. You guys see that? I don't know what the hell that bullshit is. Yeah, right. I mean, that first mix is it smells really good. Yeah, Chinatown. Definitely order you some, man. It's pretty good stuff. Uh, I got some, like I said, I got some ready to go. I got more down there ready to go. The only thing that's not on the website is the 16 and the 32 ounce. I don't think that's up yet because I got to calculate the shipping and all that crap in there, which is it's a pain because to send out 8 ounces of this, it is $10.20 in shipping. So I send these out in USPS. If it fits, it ships boxes. That's how I ship these. These here will go probably by UPS because these will be cheaper and UPS. I found it's weird. You got to keep playing around with everything to find out the cheapest way. So to ship these UPS is $13.75. And I'm like, oh no, I'll just throw it in the box, run out to the shop or uh, the post office and send these off. These are a little different. So it seems like the bigger stuff you get and going to ship UPS is the best way. And littler stuff, if it fits in a box and ships, then that's probably the cheaper way to do that. I don't know. These might fit in a. These probably fit in a USPS box too. I don't know. So, um, when you guys doing stuff and you're starting your business, you learn a lot of stuff along the way. So, I bought these beautiful bottles, and they got the little flip top on them. You can see that. Okay. Sometimes they suck whenever you ship them, so I have to tape these up. So when you get these ones here, the 8 ounces, you got to take the tape off and just untwist the lid, or if you want to use the flip top. But once these run out, I will use no more flip top. We will be going to the twisty top. That way, I don't have to worry about so much leakage in the box. So usually how I ship these is I ship these in a bag. So these will be in a Ziploc bag, and I tape up the lid, just so you know. So anything liquid you do, you want to stick it in some kind of a plastic bag or garbage bag or something, and ship it that way so you don't screw it up. Yeah, no problem, Chi-Town. Yeah. Yeah, season is over, so everybody's kind of taking a break from Halloween. Then probably end of I don't know, this month or so, as people will be start making stuff for Trans World and whatever else for next year. So yeah, no rush, man. Yeah, well, I'm telling you. So how I ship everything is once I get it in the mail. If you order off the website and I get it in the mail, I'll send you the tracking number through the website so you'll have that. If you ordered it from me directly without going to the website, then once I get in the mail, I'll take a picture of the tracking number and send it to you that way so you can track your package. And if it does come in busted or screwed up, or it's just leaked all over the bag or whatever it is, let me know, man. I'll send you out a new one. I'm pretty easy with that kind of stuff. I mean, I want to stand behind my product. I believe in fast shipping as fast as I can do it. And, once it's out of my hands, it's a different story, but that's, I kind of believe in fast shipping. And, and if it's screwed up or whatever, just hit me up, and, I'll replace the bottle or whatever. No big deal. So I want to stand behind my product and make sure you guys get a good product. And it's not going to be very good if I say, you got shit out of luck. Now let me know, man, and I'll ship it out to you. Just send me a picture of your busted bottle in a bag or whatever it may be, because I know how the mail people are, and I can get it out to you. Or if you don't receive it in a timely manner, please reach out. That way I can say, hey, where's this package at or whatever. And if we can't find it, then I'll shoot you a new one out. But yeah, I know I'm kind of rambling. If you guys got any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. I don't know what else to show you. Um, I think I did show you the pig head, didn't I? I think I did. So we got the half pig's head. Oh, let me show you what I do. So I make my own butcher's block as well. Um, I use 2x3s and I'll stick them through the planer. Then once I get them out of the planer, I will glue them all together. Then once they're all glued together, I'll take and sand them all down and give them a good clear coat. But I'll sand them all down real nice. And where the edges are, I'll cut the edges off of them to make those nice and straight. Now it's not going to be perfect because I ain't trying to do a perfect butcher's block. It's just a prop, you know. So I just want my pig head to lay on it, nice and shiny. Pig head lay on it. Put the blood on it, and put the machete thing in it, and that's the way it goes. But as you see, I make pretty much everything from scrap here. It's fun stuff to do, but it's time consuming. That's why most people say, hey man, give me 6 to 8 weeks to get your product to you, because they got to make it. If they've got, 50, 100 more projects in front of you, it takes forever, seems like. But I've worked on scalps, the fish. I poured up another pig, foam filled this pig. So I foam filled this pig and pulled it out of the mold and stained it, played with some bloods. And what else I do? Oh, I did something else. That's probably it. I don't know. So I'll try to multitask, while something's drying. Like when the scalp's drying, I can go do something else. And there a while ago, I had about 4 or 5 projects going on at one time. I'm just sitting here in a circle going like this, trying to figure out which one am I going to do, which one's next. So that's pretty fun sometimes. But I don't know what else to show you guys. It's kind of boring tonight. Maybe I should have came on earlier so I could have showed you the whole process of yanking the pig head out or foam filling the pig head, pulling it out, then pouring up the latex, working on the fish. That would have been a good project to see, working on the fish. Working on the deer. Of course, I did that a couple days ago, but I got another one coming up. So I got to go get the deer head and get it over here, then start playing with that, get it in there. So that'll be a fun little project. Maybe we'll do a live if that's something you want to see. The only problem is if I keep moving my phone around too much, the service here sucks. So I probably end up losing service. Yes, very much the truth. But yeah, I mean, it's fun little projects. Darkest Night Studios. Do you make props, or you got a haunt, or what do you do? I know I've seen that somewhere. Darkest Night Studios. I see so much stuff through the day, it's hard for me to keep up. So these wings is just about dry. They're pretty much dry. With the blood. if you can see it. Well, you do both. Oh boy, you got your work cut out for you, don't you? But these are just little wings I've made a while back. So these are really easy to make. I think I got a little short video on how I made these. And so I use, if you guys know anything about electrical, it's called 222R. So it's for like big power, for 220 power coming into your house and whatnot. And I took the ground out of there, which is just a little bit smaller than the regular wiring, the 222R. I'll show you here. So that ground wire is just a little bit smaller than this wiring here. It's 222 and it's aluminum. And you take that and you bend your wings how you want it. And that wiring is stiff enough to, to bend your wings how you want it and get it to stay. So and that's how I bent this wire. I bent it straight up. I bent it down and made a curve in it, come down. Now you can make any shape you want with that. Then the wings is kind of like a leathery kind of stuff. And all it is, real simple stuff. Home Depot specials, white rags. These are a nice thick rag, if you guys ever use these. And the magic mixture, Tybon 2 or any kind of wood glue. So what I do is I take the wood glue and I mix up probably about 25% water in the glue. So how I mix it by eye is I just mix it where it's not real watery, real runny. So I still want it to be yellow like, and here, I'll show you this for instance. I'll show you the difference between the real runny and not runny. On this thing here. So you see this bottom part? I had somebody else do that. And they made it the glue too runny. I'm not saying you can't use it, but it's a real light color. This up here is a lot more glue mixture. So that's the difference. You got light and you got your dark. I prefer the dark. So the light is okay, but just whenever you're using that, you can see all your strips in there like that. So what happens is whenever I stain this, so what happens when you go to stain that, you're going to have real squared rectangled stain lines in your stuff versus this up here where you can't really see that. So that's a little bit of food for thought. So anyway, oh, here you are. Here I am. So anyway, that's the difference between the wood glue mixture is about 75%, and you just mix it up with water, even though it says waterproof. Is you mix it up and you put it, I put it on a rag, one side of my shop rag, and then I'll turn it over and put it on the other side, and I'll stick it up on whatever I'm putting it on. So that's a cool little thing you can do. Also, you can take, oh man, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna have to try that. So this is another thing. You can probably do shop rag and your glue. Do this instead of staining it. Maybe we can put blood on it. That's an idea. Let's try that. That's something else to try. All right, let's go do that. All right, let me scoot you around here. Hopefully you guys are still there. Yep. All right. So I did a hunt one year. We did it on about 2 acres of land. we had floods, we had trees falling on our stuff, a car ran through one of our facades. It was a nightmare. And then one of our guys caught on fire. Yeah, so we had a live show. All right. So I haven't tried this on. So this here is the shop towel and the glue. Same thing here. Let's try this blood on this just to see what it looks like. I'm curious. Maybe this is a way to make some skin. Because that's what I made it for is a skin tower, but I also stained it, but I didn't put no blood on it. My other skin tower's over there. I'm just kind of curious of what it looked like. I don't know. Yeah, probably. So I like it in general as far as, when you put it on, all these creases and stuff like that gives you a dark and a light. So you'd probably have to put it on pretty thick. I don't know. Anyway, it has potential. It has potential. So it's like anything else, and it's so hard for me to tell you what all the blood works on and what it doesn't, because until it gets in your guys' hands, your guys are going to use it on anything and everything, and probably more stuff than I ever will, just because you're going to put it on props or whatever it is you're going to make for your hunt. And I don't make a lot of props, but I do make some things. So it's like these wings, I wanted to put some on here just to kind of see the color difference, with this being a kind of a dark color, what that blood would look like on the bottom of the wings. And in person, I really like it. I know it's probably hard to see on there, but I really like how it looks in person. So, the true testers is out there in the world, but I want to test it on as much of stuff as I can for myself before, you guys get it and you're like, well, you said this is supposed to do this and this is supposed to do that. So I want to make sure I test it. Or if there's something you want me to test on before you buy it, just let me know. I might have already, or I'll be like, I don't know, or if I got something here, I can let you know if it works on a certain product. I know clothing is a little weird, so it depends on the clothing that you have, is if it's gonna look great or not so great as far as, and what I mean by that is like putting 2 or 3 coats on it. So like this here, this is one of my costumes. This was a last minute thing. I put my blood on this orange jumpsuit. It's dry. So I put my bloods on this the last minute before I went to a Halloween party, and it dried up really nice. So it's all going to depend on the material that you put it on. Now, if you put it on silk, it's probably going to soak in really good. So you might have to do a couple, let it dry, then put it back over top of it, let it dry. But I think it looks pretty good. I should have probably smeared this around a little bit more, but I was kind of in a hurry. I didn't take my time on it. But I wanted to share that with you too. So since I'm doing a butcher shack and everything is kind of going to be revolved around the blood mixture, um, a friend of mine just made me a suede butcher's apron, and she used my blood on it. So I was like, oh man, she's like, hey man, check this out. I used your blood on this apron. I was like, man, that's cool. You need to make me one. You can have this one. I was like, I'll pay you for it. She said, no, you can have it. I was like, cool. So she made me an apron for a butcher's apron. And I got a couple other things that I'm making for that, the costume and stuff. So I think it'll be pretty cool. Just kind of play the part, selling my product and stuff like that. So I'm not a very good salesman, but I'm gonna try, see what happens. Yeah, I think you all will, if you buy this blood, I think you'll enjoy it. So when you're ready, just go on the website and maybe I'll have these two bottles up and some other stuff up for you. So yeah. So anyway, guys, let me read what I got here. You want a bunch of products and let me know. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah, if you get it, man, throw it on everything. You know, cool, 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 cool. Thanks, Ray. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you hanging in there. Well, I'll let you guys go. I know it's starting to get late. I don't even know what time it is, but I just wanted to come on and kind of piddle around a little bit and show you all some different stuff and whatnot. And especially my blood mixture. I'm real proud of that. I worked real hard on that. And I got to go put up my pumpkin seeds for my little mouse eats them all. And hey, and if you ask me if it works on a tan hide, yes it does. So I don't know anybody that's ever used it on a tan hide, but if you need to know, yep, you let them know. Hey, it does work on that. So, and there's the proof. I don't know what else to tell you guys about. Shoot, what else am I making? I think that's it. So maybe the next live I'll do the actual me pouring up the latex in the mold. Maybe we'll do a video on molding. That takes forever, especially that hog's head. Maybe we'll do a live video on that hog's head. It's kind of, but maybe we'll do that if somebody wants to see that. I mean, I've already burnt the hair off of it. Like I was saying earlier, I took a torch and burned all the hair off of it, cleaned it up, and molded it that way. So if you guys want to see the hog's head being molded, we can do that because I need to remold that again. And maybe we'll do another live and kind of go over that. Hopefully I can just keep service. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you tuning in and listening to me jibber jabber and showing you my products and the stuff that we've been working on. And we hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, hit me up anytime. I'm up late at night. Now, if you catch me around 9 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I'm probably in bed because I work late. But yeah, just reach out to me if you have any questions. Feel free to ask. I'm an open book. I'll tell you just about anything I know, except for my blood. I gotta keep that a secret. I gotta have something. Anyway, guys, you guys have a good night, and hey, we'll see you on the next one. And as always, keep it creepy.